Welcome, welcome, welcome to Real Talk Live with Arnett D. Love. And listen, today I just want to pick your brain for a minute. I want to know, do you have a will or should you have a will? So you're probably asking, why shouldn't you have a will? Everybody should have a will, right? But what if you don't have anything? What if you have nothing to leave? Do you really think you should have a will? You know, it's okay. Let me tell you what I did. When my grandma, well, maybe we shouldn't say grandma. When somebody close to me died, I read the will. And as I read the will, I'm like, well, why in the world did you even have a will? For what purpose? They left a car. Okay. Ooh, this hot tea, baby. They left a car. They left a house that you couldn't do anything with. Okay? Couldn't do anything with it. Basically, the house didn't belong to none of her kids. Okay? I mean, none of their kids. And the only thing they really had that on the wheel that was something was the car. So they told what they wanted to do with the car. And I'm trying to figure out, did it take a will for that? You didn't even have what little bit of money you had on the will because your money was actually already in the bank. So it had a a co-person on the bank account. So the money went to them anyways, right? It was crazy. I'm like, was this even necessary? You wasted paper and time on this will and you didn't have nothing. So I'm just wondering, is it really necessary to have a will? Look at me, for instance. I know I got 2 babies. I gave birth to two boys. Now I have other sons that I claim, but I gave birth to 2 boys. Now, unless I want to add my bonus sons on my will, really and truly, why do I need a will? Somebody educate me. Educate me. Because on my policy, I already stipulated what happens to my money. Okay, on my policy. As far as my house, I already know my children don't want the house. They don't want it. Okay? So I already know what's going to happen there. Right? And I already know that those 2 are going to just split everything down the middle. I already know that. Why I got to put it in a will? I mean, I can. But is it really necessary? Because that's what's going to happen. I can also tell you that anything I owe, them boys ain't going to pay it. So y'all might as well call y'all insurance. Because if I don't have it insured, right now, my babies ain't going to pay that out of their money. I can't even get them to put my body on a horse and carriage and take me to the graveyard. So I already know it ain't going to happen. So I'm just saying, do I really need one? Let's go through the motions of getting one. Right? Now, I get threatened. Right now, because of a will, I get threatened. And don't worry about my hat. We did the old lady game today. So, I get threatened right now. If my mama don't like something I'm doing, my big old age, she started talking about that will. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm like, you know what, Miss Man? Just take your will and do what you want to do with it. Matter of fact, just take me out of your will. Because you're not going to keep controlling me. And then that's what she did. She didn't like my boyfriend one time. She gave me a week to get rid of him. A week, y'all. I got rid of him by that Wednesday. He was out of there. But I don't think it's fair. You don't think it's fair? I don't think it's fair to hold a will over somebody's head. But that's what my mama do. She will threaten me in a minute with her will. And I'm going to be mad. Oh, I'm going to be some kind of mad if that will ain't about $20. Ooh, baby. Ooh, child. I'm telling the way she, oh my God. Ooh, child. The way she hold that wheel up over my head, that wheel better be some money. Because I'm telling you, I'm going to show out at that gravesite. I'm going to show out because she is really, really, really controlling me with her wheel. And I'm telling you what, I can't even see what my mama got. What does she have that she keep trying to control me with her wheel? I tell you what, if you don't do this, and if this don't get done, I'm just going to go ahead on and make some alterations to my wheel. She going to alter her wheel because I can't be controlled. Well, actually, I'm being controlled. But all she got to do is tell me what she want me to do. She's my mama. She don't have to control me with no wheel. I don't care nothing about her wheel. I want my mama here with me. I prefer for her to be here with me. But just in case, if she leave, because we all have to leave, if she leaves something, I don't want her to take it away. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, she be like, I'm going to give it to your boys. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do, okay. And then, I'm in another wheel. Oh my God. I'm in another wheel, and she be like, if you don't do this, I'm going to go talk to such and such and such. And you know they're not going to like it. I don't think it's fair. We don't do that. When we start controlling people in a wheel, we don't do that. But my mama does. My mama controls me with her wheel. And I don't think it's fair. And I don't even understand why she did a wheel. I mean, just put it in your policy who you want to get your money after we pay for the burial. Split it up, 50-50, or 1/3, and let it be. What's the wheel for? I know they always say everybody should have a wheel. Of course you should have a wheel. When you have something. When you have nothing, why? Why are you wasting on people's time? Why? Y'all just excuse me. Trying to keep my coffee down. Why are you wasting on people's time? You don't have nothing. Because I'm telling you, when I read that person's will, I about rolled up in a corner. Because I'm like, what? You really went down there and made them people write this will out. And all you had was a car. All you had was a car. Gave that car to the person she left it to, right? Gave that car to the person she left it to, y'all. And that car was towed up. That car was towed up. I know, not even 4 months. 4 months later, that car was towed up. Oh my God. He was hauling some of everything in that little tiny car. And her car, she took so much pride and joy in. He was hauling everything. The trunk wouldn't even close. He done towed that car. I took a picture of the car. I don't know why I took a picture of the car. I just couldn't believe that this car, the only valuable thing she had in that wheel, he done towed this car up in less than 4 months. That was all she had. That was all she had, that she could leave with somebody. So I'm like, is it necessary for everybody to do a will? I mean, is it? Or maybe just some people should do a will. It's not, some people just need to write a letter. Maybe I'll just write a letter. Because it's not necessary. Because my sons already know. Whatever I leave them, you split it down the middle. It ain't going to be no problem. They don't have, because the money is already done for them. Whatever monetary inheritance that they get, it's already split down the middle. So it won't be no problem, with that. Now, I can order that they sell the house. I could put that in the will that they sell the house and they split that money too. You know what I'm saying? So they won't be fussing back and forth. But I already know neither one of them want to live in the house. So, I mean, is it necessary? You know, but that's all my will gonna say. They don't like my businesses. They don't want to work it. So when I go, the business go. They don't want to do nothing. I try to train them. They don't want to learn the family business. They don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I try to leave them a legacy. And they don't want to. They don't want it. They don't want it. You know, so is it even worth me to do a will? Because when I go, the business go. You see what I'm saying? Y'all gotta excuse me. This bronchitis is no joke. So, for those of you who need a will, seriously, do you have one? Okay? Seriously, do you have one? When you have extramarital kids, you need to make sure that your money, that your what you're leaving behind goes to who you desire to go to. All jokes aside, I'm just joking. I'm going to do a will for my little $3. But you need to make sure that your money goes to who you want it to go to. If you're the type of person that you take care of all your kids, even your outside children, you want to make sure that that's noted in the will. So nobody can change it. Nobody can leave them out. Nobody can act like they don't exist. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to do. You want to make sure that you have all your bases covered. You got property. You want to make sure that you leave that property to whoever you want it to go to. You understand? You don't want people fighting over stuff. You want to actually, I'm going to tell you this. In my will, you will know how I want to be put away. You understand? So it ain't no, oh, we going to cremate her. No, you're not going to cremate me and take my money. You're going to do everything that I said that you need to do with my body before you get one penny. Now, my sons don't have to worry about that because I'm a veteran. My body's going to Horton or whoever that's already been established. But for those of you who don't know what you're going to, you know, how you're going to be buried or don't have that privilege there, you need to put it in writing so your people will know that this is what you want. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my children. I know them. I know them. And once I'm gone, and they done cried a little bit, and all that stuff, then they find out that I'm leaving them something. Excuse me. I'm out of here. In the cheapest fashion. Expeditiously. You understand me? Expeditiously. I'm out of here. And if you can get there fast enough, you might just make that funeral. I know my children. It's that young one. It's not so much of the oldest one. It's that youngest one. He's the one. He's the ringleader. He's going to be the one trying to control all of my arrangements. All of my arrangements. But I got something for him. Because until you do what I tell you to do, you get not one penny. Not one penny. And he will be putting my body on that horse and carriage buggy. And he is going to ride me around for one last ride for my city. That's going to be in my will before he gets one red cent or one silver nickel. Because he already told me, don't worry about it. Because that wasn't going to happen. No, it's going to happen. He's going to do what I told him to do. With my last directive. That's what he's going to do. It's that little one, that young one. He's going to try to control everything and be cheap about everything. But I will not allow it. Not even in death. But that is why I would have a will. But some people, y'all wasting the ink. You're wasting the paper. You're wasting them folks' time down there. Putting that will out. Because I'm going to tell y'all the truth. My grandma wasted some time with her will. I ain't never seen a will like that. Never seen the will like that. The only thing she had was her car. Well, her car was her pride and joy. It was her pride and joy, you know. But that was the only thing in the will. They could have figured that out. It was only one person in the family didn't have a car. Give it to him. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But she specified it in the will. And like I say, I would have just probably wrote a letter. Give him my car. Period. And got it notarized, you know. But to those of you who really have some things going on in life, you have properties, like I said, you have children, you have outside children, you have wives, and when I say wives, you got to check your policies. You might have your first wife on the policy. Your second wife might end up left with nothing. Unless you intended to do so, you might want to check that. Jobs you have lost, like I left Georgia, and I could have left money in Georgia up until, time for me to get up out of here. But I decided not to. But just in case I had, just think, whoever I had on that policy, which was my sister or whatever, she would get the money and not my children. So you have to check these things. I've seen where someone passed away, and at the time they did their policy as their beneficiaries, they left it to one of their sister's children. Well, they never changed it. That job gone and went. I guess she forgot about the policy, got another job, retired, put her kids up there. When she died, that policy, that first one, when she didn't have kids, went to that policy holder, which was one of her sister's children. And guess what the kids were doing? Fussing, because they felt that money was theirs. But legally, they didn't have a leg to stand on. That money went to the person that they had on as a beneficiary. So those are the kind of things that you need to check when it comes to your plans after your death. Your will. I made light of it in the beginning, but it's a serious thing. It's something that can cause, excuse me, a lot of hold up to your estate, and you don't want that. I mean, like I wrote a book, I have copyrights, stuff like that. I have to do a will. I have music. Excuse me, y'all. I have music that I've written, copyrights and stuff. I got to give all that to my children. And so I have to make sure that all that's in my will. I'm going to do a will. I'm not going to write a letter. I just was joking. But, when you have these type of things, have you created something? You got trademarks. You got to put that stuff in writing on who you're going to leave this stuff to. It's very important to do your research, or not just call the circuit court, the clerk, and get some help from them. Get a list, and get your wills filed and everything. Make sure it's right, Even when I got out of the military, I got my DD-214 filed. My DD-214 is on file in Georgia. I didn't have to do it here. No need, but I did it in Georgia. But, you want to make sure that your stuff is legally prepared for the afterlife, the next step. You know what I'm saying? So if I ever lost my DD-214, I know that I had a true copy somewhere, and my kids know. So if they had a problem getting me in a cemetery, which they won't because I already took care of it, they could go back and get a copy. And then, look at this. If you can take care of your arrangements before you go, that would definitely help your family. You understand? Like with me, excuse me, all my kids have to do, take care of the embalming and the casket my outfit, you know, my hair, or what. Excuse me. Now, hold on. This doggone. Hold on. This bronchitis is real, y'all. But yeah, so all my children have to do is take care of all of that. Not much. They don't have to worry about opening up no grave, closing no grave, none of that stuff. I don't edit my videos because whatever happens, happens. Life be lifing. And I'm having a hard time this winter with my health. And but see, I got a God. I know a God. I know a man. I know a man that's gonna make sure that I'm better and I'm healed. And so I just want to give advice to you. Check into your preparations for your afterlife, where after you expire, get your will together for real. I know I joked in the beginning of the video just to make light of it, but get your will together. Sit down and calculate all of your assets and what needs to go where and to whom. Okay? This is something that we all have to do, even though we hate to do it. But we want to make sure that, I want to make sure that when I leave here, everything is easier on my kids. I got boys, I don't have girls. And you know, girls kind of keep stuff in check, you know. Most of us are, you know, keep stuff in order. We can. But boys, you know what I'm saying, some of them can. But I know my children. They're like, where the money at? So I want to make sure that I'm straight. Even though they have my sisters, I want to make sure that everything is on the up and up and they're good. Listen, I'm going to let you go. And I'll probably come back during the week with another video. But remember that God loves you. I love you. Make sure you love yourself. Go on and love someone else. Until we should meet again, may you be tremendously blessed. And may you have good health. And I ask for your prayers on my health. All right, take care.